everyone, welcome to my channel. Let me know if you are new. I would love to welcome you. I would love for you to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Come back and hang out. Let me know when you're here. It's been crazy busy the past couple of days, so I'm running around like a fool, but I am glad to be here. Glad to get my crafting on. Okay, I wish I had another device here so I can put it on Facebook. That's one thing I need to start remembering to do when I get on here. I see some friends hopping on. Hey there. Say hi when you're here so I can see who is hopping on. I gotta catch my breath for a moment. Whew. Blackwell. Hi there. Wanda. And Tammy. Hi. Hi, sweet friends. All right. So what I was thinking. Oh, you know what? What I first want to do is make a bow, a little messy bow, because I have to send this in the mail. My friend Miriam had bought it. I made this last night on Facebook. And look how cute. It's a loaded pocket, all kinds of fun stuff in there. And so I did want to make a bow that, you know, goes with it. So I'm going to do that and then have something else planned with you guys. Hi, Kelly. Hi, beautiful friend. How are you? And LaFon. You have news for me. What's up, friend? And Judy. Tiffany's here. Thank you for joining. If you guys can spread the love, sprinkle, share, all the things to Facebook, that would be amazing. Because I usually don't get as many, like, you know, people watching over here and like the combos. So, you know, it would be great to get that happening. It's definitely more on Facebook, I would say. But, you know, then again, I only go on YouTube once a week, and I need to get, you know, start getting back into like my pre-recorded videos for YouTube. But yes, definitely tell me the news, friend. I hope it's some good news for you. How are you, LaFon? I just ordered my first journal book. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. I'm so glad that I inspired you. Yay. That is so fun. And when you start working in it, I would love to see photos too. All right, let me grab my thing over here. Container full of blue stuff. If I can get that. I just like filled up this with the stuff I want to use. But some of the things, I want to first make a bow and then work on something else. So the little messy bow, I'm thinking just like some, I can't make it too big and overpowering. So it's going to have to be kind of like small, you know, kind of skinny stuff. I do have some trim in here. So let me get that out. We got some trim up in here. And there's some ribbon and stuff in here too. And like some sari silk. Just like a bunch of random things. I have a lot of like ribbons and material and stuff like everywhere in my studio. But I would say most of all I have like blue and pink. So I have them in several different places. Heart 10 out. So good. Thank you. How are you, Pina? Just making sure I didn't miss anyone. T-U-A. I don't know what that is. I am so sorry. Yeah, so my friend had bought this. And I think she wanted a bow on there. So I wanted to make sure to, you know, put like a small one. I wonder if this is going to be too big, like too wide. I just want to make like a small messy bow. This material is super cute. I got this forever ago from Walmart. So let's use a little of that with the little birds. This one. Let's see what else. Yeah, I'm just gonna put like some different laces and material in here. I think that will be what I'm gonna do. And then just clip it on there in case she wants to use it for something else, maybe like another project, or, you know, or keep it on there. I'm not too sure. This one actually has some of that gold in here too, which is perfect. So I'm really excited about that. And I think the strips should be maybe that wide. Especially when it's material, it's going to be, you know, it won't be as stiff. So this one, even though I absolutely love this, and I haven't got to use it yet, but I have a pink one like it too. I don't know, it might be like a little too wide. So, but welcome to the Artistry Collective event. So we go live on Wednesdays. If you are new or watching the replay, we do this on Wednesdays with myself. I'm last, but we do have Shauna, who is up first with Fraps and Scraps, and then we have Leah with Make All the Things with Me. She just finished up. I think this size will be fabulous. I like the fraying, so I'm going to try to like rip it. And then just do a few of these. So just a little messy bow. I originally was thinking to do either that or like one of the rag bows that, you know, if I was putting it down here, I would do like a longer, you know, rag bow. But then I decided, since there was already like quite a bit going on, that I would just do like a small little messy bow at the top. So I think that would be cute. All right, Turno, thank you so much. I'm good. How are you? Doing fabulous. Hi, Leah. How are you, friend? It's been so busy today. The past 2 days, actually, has been nonstop. So I'm hoping there's no appointments tomorrow, because I'm kind of like over that for the week now. Like, I just want to have a little break. Would be great. I think my mom's going to either come on Friday or Saturday. And because Nate, he's leaving for the military. He's in the Space Force, so he's leaving for boot camp soon. Which is really sad that he's leaving on Monday. So she's going to come and, you know, see him off and stuff. I think probably stay for like a week. This is pretty. That definitely does not match at all. That one does have that blue in there. I mean, it has some purple too, but I mean, it's okay. We're just going to grab some random material here. Definitely want some of this. I really like that a lot. And let's see. Some of this would be fabulous. I love eyelash yarn. Well, I don't need that much, so I'll just cut some off. Some of this one would be perfect. I put to, like, when I do my lives, I like to have things kind of like at my table. So like a baggie like this, I would just fill up with different random pieces, or I would cut, like, you know, like I have a bunch of this, I would, you know, cut some off and put it in here. That way I don't have to bring all the, you know, the blue stuff. Like, it's just bits and pieces of things that, you know, I have, like on spools or whatever. But I just want to grab a couple more and then do some gold. I think the gold would be pretty. This is gorgeous. Look how pretty this is. And it has the gold in there too. It's really nice. Hi, Shauna. How are you? You ladies did fabulous tonight with your crafts. I love your cards. And Leah made the, it looked like a cheese. It looked like a cheese slice. It had a bee and all. It was so cute. And maybe it was a honeycomb. I'm not too sure, but I just loved it. You know, I just love watching you guys, and all your craftiness is always awesome. Let's see what's up in here. I even put some washi tape in here, apparently. I just put random things. Actually, this would match too. That seems good. And then I need lace. I need some lace up in there. Yeah, I just got totally random things in these containers. It is crazy. So I went to Hobby Lobby today and spent a couple $100. Like, I just need to stop. That's exactly why I don't go there all the time, because it's too dangerous. I really wouldn't mind have some, you know, some of like a hanky, but that might be, is that a little much? Maybe it's a little much. I don't know. I think it would be kind of cute though. That's pretty. I might be able to use a tiny bit of that. So I'm not going to use like all the things, obviously, but you know, just little bits of it. Yeah, these, it's just totally a mess with that stuff. But then I want some gold. So I need to grab some of that. Let's get a little of this, little of this, little of that. But yeah, so I went and spent a couple $100 at Hobby Lobby on like some more ribbons. Like I needed those. I mean, because Hannah, she needed some. So I'm like, all right, we'll go in and get some. And then of course, you know, it was on sale, so I had to get some too. And then, you know, I go to the sticker aisle. That could be very dangerous as well. And but I did get more containers. Remember, I was saying yesterday on my live that I needed to get more of the scrapbook containers for, you know, the papers. Because I use them for different things, not just the papers. All right, so we got that. And then let's use this one here. Some sparkly gold. One of the gold containers is over there, but I can grab some of the new one, I guess, which is in here. Oh, actually, this will be great with it too. Let's see. Some of that. Oh, that'll be cute. All right. I think this is good for now. This is one of the new ones. Look how pretty with the little heart. So I can put that on the very top. This is another new one, which matches perfect with this color. So I think that's good. That way I don't have to go and run off already. Hi, Paula. How are you? You were going to be on. Love the hanky. You think the hanky would be good too? And Ray is here. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. If you guys don't mind to spread the love, sprinkle, share, all the things would be amazing. Yeah, they had a sale at Hobby Lobby for like their ribbons, laces, the bling. I didn't need any more bling, but I got it anyway. Couldn't help myself. What else did I get? Stickers, containers, and the kids got some stuff too. And then I got a couple of things from like the clearance section, and then like some lace. So it was definitely quite a bit. But then I came home and my one friend, Miriam, which she's the one that bought this, she had sent me a Happy Mail box, and it has a bunch of Tim Holtz stuff in it. I mean, that is just amazing. I was so excited. Absolutely thrilled. I'm going to use this to tie this together. Just some gold jute. Maybe I'll put it down first. I don't always do that, but I mean, you know, it could be easier to do that. All right, so we got that. Oh, I forgot to grab the lace. Well, what do you know? And then we'll put some of this. That's cute. I'll take that off and use it for something else. I love when they have like the patterns on it. It's really fun. This one, let's use that. And these are shorter, so I'm gonna put that more towards the top. I definitely want to use some of that. Yeah, all the ones that are kind of like smaller, either shorter or like skinnier, I like to put them more towards the top. Okay, what's going on here? So how was everybody's day today? Hopefully not as crazy busy as, thank you for sprinkling. I really appreciate that so, so much. Hopefully you didn't have such a crazy busy day nonstop like me. It's been definitely a lot going on. But I mean, it was a good day. I mean, I definitely can't complain too much. But it was definitely busy. Oh, I need to put a little bit of this gold in here too. I definitely want to do that. This one's a wired one, but I feel like it'll be fine. So we'll get a little of that. Stay. Let's mix in some of this gold trim here. These scissors are awful for material and all. Let's use this trim here. A little of that. And what else? This one I feel like would be really nice, but then I don't really feel like sitting here, you know, cutting it. So maybe I won't worry about that. This one's wired too, but it is really, really pretty. I mean, it's a really thin wire, so I feel like it'll be fine. But I do like that one a lot. So we're going to use some of that too. And it's looking cute so far. Some of this one. These scissors aren't even that old, but apparently they need to be sharpened already. Like the front edge is sharp and, you know, good to go for cutting this stuff, but, you know, more towards the back is not really as much. All right, so now I can put in some of the smaller pieces, you know, shorter. And then, let's see. I don't want that. And this one here. Actually, some of this. Love that eyelash yarn. And since it's like small, like real skinny, I put 2 across there and then 2 here. So it's doubled up so you can see it. Okay, and then this one. Every time I say I'm going to make like a really small bow, it just doesn't work out that way because I like to add like a bunch of things. All right, and then this one. It's so pretty. I love it. Very sparkly and pretty. Had I have had this, oh my gosh, I just got super dizzy. Wow. I mean, I just guzzled down a bottle of water, so I don't know what's going on. My doctor said that she thinks it's my heart because I have a heart condition. So, I don't know. I have an appointment coming up soon for the cardiologist. And check and see how everything's been going. All right, so we'll get this. I always think it's from being dehydrated. Oh, goodness. Well, what in the world am I doing? That was a horrible tie. That is not tight at all. Sorry, friends. It's almost done, almost done. And these things totally flipped over. Like, what is going on with that? Like, they have a mind of their own right now. Stay. Hopefully it cooperates. There we go. Okay. Bring it to the back. That way I can get it much more tighter. And then just gotta fluff it out and do a little trim. Like, some of this stuff is definitely way too long. If I can do it. And then I think for this, I'm just gonna add a clip to this after, you know, after my life. And then that way, in case she wants to like take it off or, you know, whatever, like she can use it for something else. Whatever she decides to do. But we need to get a little bit trimmed here. And this, I want to see that one gold one in there because it's so pretty. Where in the world did this other one go? There it is. This one, I would say, not the best for a messy bow. Like, it wants to totally flip. I think once I get it in place, it might be good. And then I can put like a little bling on there. Let's trim some of that. And then after my live, I can go through and just, you know, kind of trim it some more. But I do want to move on and do my other crafting. So there is that. And then it'll go right up here once I get it together. I think some bling on there will be pretty. So I'll put like a little bling. Yeah, some of it was kind of just moving around and had a mind of its own going on. So it'll drive me crazy. So I need to just not worry about that at the moment. And then I can fix it up later. But it will be, you know, going up here. That's how it's going to be. But I love the blue and the gold together. Super pretty. So I'm going to put this down here. Or, you know, to the side because I'm done with that now. And then I was wondering if you guys want me to work in my... I had made these journals. I don't know. It could have even been 2 years ago. I have no clue. But they're blue. You know, lots of blue stuff in there. And I've, you know, really feeling the blue the past couple of days here. I mean, blue is my favorite color. But, you know, I like to switch it up and everything. But I would like to... Since I do have it all like kind of ready and, you know, got the papers there and all the things, I think it would be good to work on that. All right, I'm going to set these over here. So let me show you the journal. If not, I can do a very pretty, thank you. I could do like a folio. I have like folio kits, so I could always do like one of those. So it's up to you guys. So let me know what you think. And both are like here and ready, so it wouldn't be much to grab it. Okay, let me show you the one or the two here. So I put these together forever ago. So I have a tall, skinny one. And then I have this one. So I used a hardcover book and then just, you know, covered it with some like laces and things. But I think either would be great to work in. So I put the papers in, but I didn't do any spreads in here though. That I just sat in here. I guess I wanted to use it in here. So there's just different, like, you know, different papers that I coffee dyed, and there's book pages that I dyed, like, you know, blue. And there's scrapbook pages in here. Vellum paper. This is cardstock. This doily I dyed. This one is from a garden, you know, garden book. So really cute. But I do want to definitely do some blue. So I felt like, you know, if I grab these, then that could be fun. So you guys let me know. Either this or we could do the, like a folio. This one, same thing. You know, I set a couple things in here, but I did not get any spreads done in here. Like, it's just papers. And I put these together probably like 2 springs ago. Like, it's been quite some time. I think for the middle of this, yeah, it was another. So for both of them, I did like from a magazine, or it was like a garden book actually. Put that. And this was just one signature for this one. And then I did put in a couple random things around to use. Like, apparently this little scrap piece I wanted to put on here. Actually, I could put it right here. Yeah, it's a piece of rice paper. So that is what I have for those. There is some other blue ones, but these I actually like haven't did any of them. So for the journal, awesome. Will do. Hello everyone. Farrellyn, how are you? How is everyone? So let me know how your day was, what you guys did. All right, this needs to go. Now, papers. I did put the papers in here that some of them I wanted to add in. And then others I can just use for, you know, just to like add in this, you know, for the spread. So lots of stuff. I definitely want to use one of those. I kind of really would have liked to have that on the cover. I think that would have been really pretty. Yeah, there's a lot of ephemera papers and stuff that I got together in here, so I'm just gonna start crafting and doing some spreads here. I really wouldn't mind to add a couple of these in it. So I think I'm going to do that. And with it being the slip spine, yeah, I did the slip spine. This one has 3 signatures. I can just slip it in, which is fantastic. Because now it's been a couple of years, so, you know, there's definitely some other papers that I wouldn't mind to add in here. Make sure to crease that good, and I have to move this because it's in the way. Ran errands, taking care of grandson. How is your grandson feeling today? Still pretty bad? That's cute. All right, vellum. I think for this one, I could just add, I mean, anywhere really. do this signature. I think right here would be great. I'm gonna slip that on under. If I can get it up in there. Okay, what's going on here? There we go. Nice. Okay, we got that one. This one I did do a double-sided as well, so I wouldn't mind to add that. So I'm going to trim. Let's trim that. Yeah, I had some errands to do today, and then appointments, and then I had to pick up Hannah and the baby, so they're back. And then she really wanted to go to Hobby Lobby, so we ended up going there, and I was like, we have to be really quick. That it was not really quick. Definitely not. I mean, especially once I got to like the sticker owl, like the paper studio stuff, it becomes a problem. So, I mean, they had to drag me out of the aisle, really. I can definitely do some damage in there. So I noticed that this doesn't have like a paper, you know, covered on there. So I think I might want to put like a hanky or doily or something, some lace, or I could even put, you know, glue a paper down. All right, so we got that one. And then for this one, I want to distress the edges. So I'm just going to use the paper distresser here. Very sick. Aw, that's sad. How old is he? It's really nice that you're taking care of him. I really hope and pray you don't get sick. You know, that you don't get the flu. I really hope not. I just say that because for me, when I'm taking care of sick kids, I end up getting it. So it sucks. Definitely not fun. But, I mean, that's, you know, what you got to do. Somebody's got to do it. 14. He's 14. So he's been out of school this week, I imagine. All right. I know Bella, she would say, I'd rather be like sick, break my leg, whatever, just so I can miss school. I'm like, I think I would rather just go to school than to be really sick. I hate being sick. So, no thank you. I'd rather not. Especially when I get sick. It seems to be like the never ending, you know, which is just really annoying. But as you get older, you get health issues, and then it just takes longer to get through it all. You know, to heal and all the things. Okay, so we got this one, and then I guess I'll put this one in the second signature since I put that one, you know, in the first. Let's see. I guess right here. And then I want to do this. Have it this way so you see the blue first. All right, so that's going to go here. I'll slip that on in. I think sewing journals is really fun, but I would say more on like lives. I do the, you know, the slip spine. And plus I do really like to be able to take things out and add it, you know, especially like I made this quite a while ago, and there definitely could have been a couple pages where I'm like, I want to trade that out. Like I really, you know, like I feel like this cardstock here could be like make it a little bulky, You know, so stuff like that, like I might want to take out, or something that maybe isn't double-sided. So, I mean, I could just stencil on there, but it's always good to be able to have the option to take it out and, you know, or change things up a little as you go along. And then like lace and material, I like to add that stuff in. Okay, so let's grab another one that's double-sided, because it'll be much easier for me. I really hope I have more that's double-sided over here. Let's see. I brought over a lot of material. Definitely plenty of, I mean, not material. I meant to say, well, I mean material too, but things for like the ephemera stuff. I do like this, even though it's not double-sided. I'm okay with that because it's really pretty and it kind of goes with the vibes that I want to, you know, do. So what I should do before I even put it in there, I should do a little something on here. So like some stenciling. And then I do have this with a bunny on it. So that could be slipped in there as well. And let's see, I need to grab, oh, I know where the double-sided ones that I wanted to use are. They're over here. Lots of pink. I don't need the pink though. And that, yeah, there's a bunch of double-sided right here. So I could put one of those in instead. If not, then I think a stencil, I'll just do the stencil anyway. I'm gonna grab, which one do I want to use? I'm thinking, oh goodness, I'm dropping stuff now. I'm thinking the script, because I love it and it's something that's, you know, like not too much going on. And then I'll do some blue ink. Maybe a couple blues. So we got that one, and where's, oh, right here. All right. I'm kind of thinking prize ribbon. We got faded jeans. The prize ribbon might be a little too dark. Stormy sky is nice. Broken china. Let me look at what this is looking like over here. I think the speckled egg would actually go really nice with that. And then maybe the faded jeans. I think that will work. Okay, and then I need ink brush. So we got that one. And maybe I'll use, if I can get these out. Come on. There we go. Oh, they're inside they're in there already. Even though these things don't really last that much, that long at all. For these little sponge thingies. Oh, the thing's not even on there. So that's not going to work at all. These little mini blends things, they're really not that great, honestly. Which, I'm kind of shocked because it is like Ranger. So I'm really kind of surprised. But it just comes right off the little thing that attaches to this, the little Velcro comes off really easy. Okay, so let's flip that. And we'll get started, and then I'll just do the different random blues here. Oopsie. Oh my. Okay. It's a little more difficult with the long nails, I would say. Okay, let's give this a try. That one's like a minty kind of color. It's actually really pretty. I'm liking it. And that one's speckled egg, I think. Let me see. Yeah, speckled egg. All right, so we'll do some down here. Just random places. And then this should be Stormy Sky. I gotta get it on this foam here. Can't really notice it too much right now at the, at the moment. But once I take the stencil off, you'll definitely be able to tell. Get some up in that corner. A little up there. Paula, make sure you tell your grandson that I'm praying for him, and I really hope that he gets better soon. Just got to get it like soaked in when you're first using these little sponges. Little foam sponge. All right, let's check out this one, which is definitely a darker one. So I want to try not to do too, like I want to kind of just go over it lightly. I don't want to be too heavy-handed with it. Little across there. And I probably am missing some, but I'm totally fine with that. Let's see how it's looking. And this is a French script, so I really, really love it. Yeah, I didn't do press down quite enough at all. Let's see how it would be if I actually use, because see how this one shows up way better with this blender down here? You can actually see it. The rest of it, not so much. So I'm going to use the blender and see if it's going to make a difference here. Once I line it up. I mean, I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be lined up. There we go. Let's just see. Oh, well. I feel like it's going to be definitely a difference. Oh, yeah, so much better. Definitely better. Right, let's do a little bit more down here. Little right here. I want to get where it says Paris. Here. Get that real dark. And then 1890, we're going to put here. And it says Paris down here as well. So let's get that dark. Yeah, it's looking good. And then I could even do like a different color and then do like some flowers or something. But since I'm putting ephemera on here, it really, it doesn't really matter to do a bunch of, I mean, it doesn't have to have ephemera things. Like you can totally just put like, you know, ink up a page and call it a day. So you don't necessarily have to put the ephemera things and pockets and all that on every single page you do. I tend to like to do that. Unless it's like a small page that I feel like doesn't really need it. Like something small and skinny, maybe. All right, let's get that. And wipe this off now, including my hands. What is a signature is the different like groups of papers. So you can have like one signature, you can have 2, 3, you can have 5 if you want. I usually either do, well, most of the time I do 3 signatures, but sometimes I'll do, you know, just 1 signature. So it really just depends on how many papers you're using. And then each signature, like each grouping of papers, I usually do, I would say, between maybe 8 and 10 per signature. You could even do 12 if you want. It really just depends on the width of your spine, I would say. Like if you have a really small, like skinny book, like this, that tall skinny one I was showing you guys right here. Like I can't put a lot of signatures in this because the spine is so tiny. It's what, like maybe a ½ inch or an inch. Like it's so small. It's like, it's a ½ of an inch. So this is just 1 signature in here. And then just one band is all I used. One of the little stretch cords. The book that I'm working in right now is 3. So it's a wider spine. So it's a regular like hardcover, and I just took the book block out, like all the pages, took those out, and then put my own pages in. And then there is 3 of the little stretchy cords, you know, the little cording, and you attach each signature into your book. All right, so maybe one of these. Would be fabulous. And then I think that's good for, you know, adding the pages in the signature. And then I can start doing some of the ephemera things. Gotta really get this scrubbed up, goodness. Because I use this one quite a bit. So I should have, you know, the blue off of here, because I'll end up using my white paste, and then there will be definitely blue ink in the white paste. So I just need to make sure to wipe that down pretty good. That's not too bad now. Okay, so now let's put that over to the side. I might end up using it again. That table is filthy, goodness. It's definitely dirty. Needs a good scrubbing, for sure. Okay, and I'm done with that. Yeah, I don't really like using those kind of blenders. These ones I got from Amazon are just, they're amazing. I've been using these for a long time, and then I had to end up ordering more because there was Like, I really liked them. Like, the other ones I feel like are just constantly falling apart. They're not great at all. Some people absolutely love them though. So it's really whatever, you know, preference you like. Okay, so now I'm going to take, see what's on the other side. I can actually trim along the edge here of the print. It's like a deckled edge, like super distressed, and I really love that. So I'm gonna just follow along with that. And I think, yeah, it's 2 different papers, but either way, it's gonna look good even on the other side when doing this, because it's the same kind of paper, like we're at the double and then the distressed edges around rounded corners. Which I absolutely love, personally. There's even a little washi tape right here. Or not a washi tape, one of the cello tapes. I love it. All right, this one goes in a little bit there. And so I was mentioning last night on Facebook that I still have some boxes from Paris that I got in, you know, ordered when I was going crazy ordering all this stuff from Paris. Books and papers and, you know, all the things. So I definitely want to do some haul, like at some point soon. Maybe I'll do it on Facebook. Do you guys like looking at hauls? Yeah, so then over here, I got to turn it over, and then I'm going to go along and get the white off of here, but do the same kind of curves and all the things as the other side. This print just happened to be a bit smaller over here, like, or bigger, sorry. So there was more of the white showing. All right, it's looking pretty good. It actually could have been more off over here. So, but then I would start losing the prints. So I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, that's good. And then ink up the edges. You love hauls? All right, awesome. Order my journal and rice paper through your Amazon link. Aw, thank you. That is so sweet of you. I really appreciate that. I truly do. That is awesome. This one's already like really distressed, but since I did cut the edges, I'm just gonna add some ink. The more the merrier with that. I do love me some grunge. That looks good. And now, over here, I'll add a little bit. And then I think between, you know, the few that I added, the few pages I added, it should be good. Man, I am like so exhausted today. Oh, that's a bummer. The bird is literally right in the wrong spot. I'm gonna have to move it over some. And hope that it's not gonna be too wide. Let's see. Good. All right, so even though it's longer on the one side, it's totally fine because you're going to see it at different, you know, places in the book. So I had to do it like that in order to have my bird completely together. And then this one's going to go in the back signature here. Yeah, I'm like super exhausted today. Goodness. It was quite a day. Quite a past few days, really. All right, so that's going to go on the back. And then I do have this one too, which I really like. Let's just put that one, I guess, right here. I'll slip this one this way. And it's right there. Nice. I think that's pretty good. So it's not too, you know, too much going on. So now when I add my ephemera stuff, it'll start getting definitely bulkier for sure, but it won't be, I don't think it's going to be too bad. Like some of the other books I do, it starts getting to be like that alligator book where it's totally opened a lot here. But then like after my live, I'll just put, you know, something heavy on it. Okay, let's put those in here. All right, that and that. And then I think I should put, I do want to put this in. I mean, I don't have to necessarily, but I think it would be kind of cool too. But then again, it's going to be in a bad spot, so I'll just not. It might be better that way. All right, so now I'm going to go in and just ink up some of, maybe I'll leave that out, some of these pages that are a little too white, a little too crisp white and new looking. So I do want to add some of that. And this I just stuck here, but I didn't even trim it, so I'll have to do that. And then as far as over here, I think I do want to put something. I mean, it could even be, you know, like a stencil or something on it. But maybe one of the doilies would be good on there. All right, a little more there on the edge. Let's see. Let's take a look and see how this would be. So I could do part of that, or, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be blue lace or, you know, blue. Or I could even decoupage a napkin too. I did grab some napkins. be pretty. And it has the bird. I like that. Let's see if it's big enough or if I have to get another one. Because I was using part of this before, like forever ago. I think it would work because I can put like a little pocket here. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down. So let me close that ink up. And look, the little paper clip I made. Super easy, just tying a little, make a little bow on there. Okay, I need glue. Oh, I ended up getting more flowers today too, because I was running out of some of the those Paper Studio flowers I use. Thankfully, there was a sale going on because those things can really add up when you're getting like a bunch of the packs. Kind of crazy. So I think they're like, I don't know, maybe $7 a pack. So it was great that there was a sale. This glue might want to soak in this really quick, so I need to do a little at a time here. Do a little bit more down here. I guess I could have trimmed the whole thing before I glued it on. I need a little bit more up in here. All right, and then this I'm just gonna put down. I didn't put any of the lace, like the trim on like any of these pages yet. So I do want to put it, let's just take that off. I do want to put some on the edge here. I need to be careful with this. Let's see. There we go. Nice. It worked. All right, and then the pocket will be down here. But just so that nothing gets kind of stuck on there and it rips, I'm just going to make sure that's glued down pretty good. All right, and then I need to cut this. So I probably should get like a small pair of scissors here to really get up in there. And try not to do it crooked either. I gotta stay right at the spine here. Definitely want to make sure not to go too far in. I'd rather it be extra. This is why I should have like cut it, in the first place. It would have been much easier. All right. Now I can get all this down. Even though it's a little bit of glue there. Like I went a little crazy. Stay. All right, not too bad. So I don't want it to be caught up on anything over here. Oh, I could have just moved that to the side. There we go. All right, so that's good. Good to go. Love watching hauls. Gives me inspiration. Oh, that's a good idea. Like inspiration and stuff. For me, it just gives me like a shopping bug. And I'm like, there was this one time I was watching a friend do a haul. It was for, she got stuff from Dollar General. And I kid you not, she was still live with the haul. And I went to Dollar General while I was watching her. Like I hopped in the car and went. Like it was so ridiculous. But that is definitely a good idea with like giving inspiration for different crafts and stuff that you're gonna, you know, the person would make with it. All right, so now I need, well, maybe I should dry that for a second here. And then put my pocket. I need a little pocket up on here. Going to late lunch date with my other half. We'll catch, oh, awesome. You have a great time. I hope you have a fun date. I always forget the difference in the time. And I'm like, wow, lunch. But yeah, it is lunchtime for you. What time is it there? All right, that looks pretty good. And I like that it had that blue in there to go with even like this, because you'll see this when you first open the, you know, the book. And then I could even do the other one over here, another part of it, which, where did I just set it at? Here it is. That fast already set stuff on it. Yeah, I could put it back here too. It doesn't come down as, you know, as long, but I feel like it's fine because, you know, the pocket will be on there. So I am okay with that. But while I have this out, I might as well just go ahead and do that. But I do think this matches great with this book. You know, the kind of like the theme that I'm going with and the papers that I picked out. And of course it has script on it and it says Paris, 1878. So I absolutely love it. Very beautiful napkin. Okay, now over here, it's going on material, so definitely need to use a little bit extra. Hopefully that works good enough. So it'll really soak in there. I mean, I really didn't need to bring it all the way to the edge. Looks like a bit of a bubble under there. Oh, it's the paper that, the paper's bubbled up. I didn't even realize that before putting it on. but that's okay. It won't be noticeable. Until it just comes right up. I mean, kind of crazy. We'll see how that does. If not, then I'll be taking it off there. Because over here already got weird at the bottom. All right, now let's get rid of that. And then I'll put the trim back here as well. So even if it's all like kind of crazy looking at the edge here, it's not really that big of a deal. Just as long as I'm not having it hang over, some of this can actually come off of here. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Hopefully it's going to be enough glue. I definitely don't have any up here. But with it being a napkin, you know, I definitely got to be careful not to overdo the glue. I think that's good now. All right, I'm happy with that. So now I can do the pockets and then move on. So pretty, thank you. Very sweet. I appreciate that. My finger is getting stuck in the glue there, so I probably should make sure to dry that. All right, what's going on over here in this spot? That needs to go down. There we go. Okay, so now for the pocket. I don't want anything see-through, like real like lacy, because then you're gonna see, you know, that it doesn't have the napkin going all the way down to the bottom. So maybe the doily. And then I want to do some trim. That would be pretty. I could actually even use that bird material. Or is it too much? Like too much of the birds going on? I don't know. I do surely love this though. If I can find an end. There's no end in sight. There we go. It has some birds and butterflies. I'm just gonna go for it because I mean it's pretty. I'm gonna go for it. All right, so how much do I need for this one? I think I'll do to right here. So let's do that. And then make sure I got it the right way. All right. So there, and then here. All right, I think that's good. And then I think before I glue this down, I do want to put a little lace on here. Let's use some of this one. This one's a nice stretchy one. I think that'll be pretty. And then I'll do the same for the back. But that one will have to be like a deeper pocket. All right, glue. So what did everybody else do today? Did you go live, Kelly? With a stretchy one, I want to make sure that it's stays flat. Doesn't bunch up my material. And then trim. So though I'm going to use like a lot of different shades of blue in here, I do want to add in like some other colors too. Like I'll do like some pinks and, you know, creams, gold. I think I'll glue this on first and then put the trim on the side. So let's do that. If I can get this to cooperate, would be fabulous. I probably could have used a little ironing. Get that flattened out a little. Oh, goodness. I'll be getting glue everywhere by the time I'm done with this pocket. And we don't want that. There we go. That's better. That is better. All right, so I should do the back then. But that's cute though. Look how pretty. I like it. All right, back here. I definitely will need a deeper pocket. Well, that size works actually, because I'll have the trim up there anyway. So it's actually enough. I just wish that it wasn't so like wrinkly and crazy. Should be fine. Luckily, that's where I'm going to be gluing it down. All right, so let's see. I need that to go to there. Right there is good. Granddaughter, so now live today. Had a good day together. Aw, that's good. Do you guys still have some snow? I was going to ask if she was there. I mean, I figured she probably was. The little cutie. Let's put this in here. I'm already wanting to decorate the pockets. And then, oh, my lace. I need some lace on here. All right. This right here is good. Yeah, my granddaughter came back today. I picked, after like the appointments and stuff, I picked her and Hannah up. but I didn't get really too much of a chance to hang out with her too much since she's been home. Because we were like, you know, gone for quite a while. By the time I got back here, I had to start getting ready. And then get Arya into bed and all the things. Okay, stay. And trim this little bit. But I hear her in the room yapping. She is a little yapper. That part was actually a little crooked here. Like it didn't cut completely straight. There we go, that's better. It was just a little, so it's all good. Okay, and then back here, we just need the sides and bottom. Goodness. Now the glue is coming out a little too much. Wow. It's getting a little crazy. All right, so here. And then this, I'm just gonna lift that up so I can tuck it under. There we go. And hopefully it's not all going to be glued down. I mean, it should be good, but sometimes I get a little crazy with this glue. It's coming out like ridiculous. Yeah, it definitely was going to get stuck there. All right, now, let's see, what else did I want to do? Oh, the trim. All right, so on the cover, I think I want to use like this shade of blue for like the side trim, maybe. So let's see. I wish I would have got like all the different like blue laces and all are in these like containers next to me. And it's kind of annoying to get those out. Is there something in here I want to use? Because you got that, but I don't think I want to use that. And is there any in here? It's not. But I do, however, want to get some of this out. Wow, that's long. To use in one of the pages. And what else did I just see? Oh, and then this doily, or, you know, hanky. I am liking that this has the yellow instead of the orange. You know, it has the blue and yellow, so I am gonna use that in here as well. But now, I don't know if I want to use this. So I might have to grab my other laces. Let's just take a look and see. A little look-see here. I mean, it does look pretty. I really wouldn't mind to do like a couple of different shades of blue. But this actually would work. Well, maybe what I could do, let's see. I feel like this one's too dark. So I wanted to kind of bring out that blue there. Maybe I could use a trim and this one. Let's see. Which blue? I'm gonna have to get the lace. This little ruffle one is pretty, but it's really skinny though. But it actually is kind of it matches pretty well with that. Let's see how that would be. Usually I do use a wider trim for the sides, or, you know, for, the side of the book, the bottom. So whether this is gonna be noticeable, I certainly hope. But it would be both of these together. So I would have to put this first because it's really skinny. Let's see how that would look. I think it would be pretty. I mean, it matches so well with that, so I'm really kind of excited about that. So I'm gonna just put this down. And then I'll do the same in the back too. All right, so this will be first. And it has to go like literally right on the edge in order to be noticeable. But I do like that it's a little ruffle. All right, let's take a look. It's so pretty. I love that. And then, well, maybe I should cut that first. Let's cut that. And then let's see how it looks with this one over top. Yeah, that's pretty. That is pretty. I like it. All right, so now we need a little more glue. And hope that it's not tons coming out. Oh, goodness. Me and glue. It's just like ridiculous. Looks beautiful. Thank you. I have a journal kit coming tomorrow. So excited to do my first journal. That is so awesome. Yay. Oh my goodness. How fun. Did you get it from, you got it from Amazon? They have some really cute kits on there. And then if you have a printer, you can get kits for a great price on Etsy. And then there's a lot of Facebook groups where you can get a lot of free prints as well. Okay, that looks really cute. But I feel like I went a little crazy with the glue, so I probably should just dry that for a second here. Yeah, if you go on Facebook and type in to look for groups like free printables, you know, stuff like that. Like you will find there is quite a few different groups that you can get a lot of free prints. Like there's tons of people in there and they're always posting. I haven't really been going in there lately because I was really obsessed for a while there and printing thousands and thousands of papers, and it just was like, you know, ridiculous. And then I go back on Etsy again, and then I'm buying more kits. I just can't even help myself. So I need to just stop. Like, it's too much. But I just can't even help it because I just love all the things so much. I love papers. All right, so then I'm going to do the same exact thing back here. So other than, you know, journaling, what do you guys want to see me make? Could be anything at all. Because I just want to make sure that everybody is, you know, enjoying the crafting. You know, some people don't really like journaling, so I want to kind of switch it up sometimes. I do, of course, mixed media pieces, but it could even be, like, say, a wreath or repurposing something from an antique shop or, like, a thrift store or, you know, anything, really. You just let me know whatever you like me to make, and I will do that. Make sure this is good to go. Because I feel like before I started doing like so much of the journaling, even though I absolutely love it, I have a lot of fun doing the journaling. But I used to do like so many different varieties of things. And I feel like I had more way more viewers at that point, like hundreds. And then, you know, like over a year ago when I was sick and like out of my lives for a while, I feel like, you know, I had lost quite a bit of viewers with that. And then again, when I just got sick recently for a while, I was out. So that kind of was a bummer. But, you know, maybe more people like the different variety of things instead of just doing the journaling. I mean, the mixed media and the journaling, I would say. All right, that's good. That turned out cute. I love it. I think it was really great to have both of those together. Looks really pretty. I just tucked random stuff in these pockets. I didn't even remember what was up in here. That's pretty. Will this fit across here? No, not quite. I am going to staple this here with a little tiny attacher here. Beautiful, thank you. All right. Get that and over here. Add a little something there. And then these were like grunged and dyed. So I don't really need to do too much on the, I mean, even like if I just want to put like a little sticker or something would be good. But I do want to ink up the edge there a little bit. Some of the papers I did like a coffee dye, and then I went in and did a little bit of blue. So some of these you'll see some of the blue kind of a little bit throughout. I don't even know how this got like a big old circle there, but you can see the blue through here just kind of like marbled through. But this, I don't know what happened, but I went with it and still kept it. I know for sure the white papers I am not feeling at all. So I think with that, I'm gonna just do some ink just for like a basic, you know, something on here. And then I'll do some like stenciling, I think, or stamping. Maybe I should do stamping on this. But for now, I just want to get it inked up. And I could take it out and like ink it up, but I love when there's something like stuff underneath of it and it leaves different kind of distress marks and like prints on there. I think it actually looks more like natural like that, like the natural aging. All right, we got ledger paper. This is a handmade, like that deckled paper that I have. And I dyed that blue. Just want to ink a couple of these up. We need some on here for sure. I need to be careful not to get too crazy with it. All right, and then back here, I definitely need some. Apparently I didn't put that string very tight. This one's a little looser, for sure. I could put a piece of material here so it wouldn't slide. Maybe this is where I can put that doily. I keep calling it a doily. It's that napkin thing, the hanky. Definitely an arm exercise doing this, that's for sure. Yeah, that one needs to be tightened up. Goodness. All right, let's use some of this. I could just put the whole thing in. It is mighty wrinkled. Oh my gosh. Well, now I've done ripped it there too. All right. Yeah, I want to put it like this. So that is going to go there. Just going to flatten that out a little bit. I think that's pretty good. Not too bad. Yeah, it certainly could have been irons. That's for sure. All right, and then let's do some right here. Maybe I'll do like a little of the blue. Oh goodness, I'm gonna mess up my paper. I keep wanting to do it fast and then getting it kind of wrinkly. I'm afraid I'm gonna be ripping it next. All right, so we got the blue, and then I'll do a little bit of the sepia as well. This brush here. Oh my golly. I'm gonna end up breaking a nail next. Phew. It's quite some work here. Actually, you know what? I could add the one, instead of doing all the way across there, I did want to add a couple of different little papers here. So I could do that and just glue it down. Yeah, let me glue this down. I think that would work. There we go. That's good. And then I'll just do a little bit extra, I guess, around it. What time is it? I am so tired tonight. I've literally just been totally exhausted today. For one, I didn't have quite my 8 hours of sleep that I like to have. I like to have my 8 or 9 hours of sleep, actually. I did not get to have that. I think this would look good on like a blue paper. That's cute. Yeah, let me put that on here. Do I want to staple this one too? Or clip it? Let's staple this one. All right, tiny attacher again. I don't want to cover up the date over here. So maybe I'll do it over a little bit more. These are copies of like real vintage papers. And then just put it in the copy machine. That way you don't have to use all your, your papers. And then you can reuse them for different projects throughout the years. There's that. And we'll grunge that up a little bit more. But it is quite cute. With the bunny and the little chick there. Got the egg. There's a cactus. I think that's pretty awesome. I just love grunging all the things. I mean, doing all the inking nonstop can be a little bit much. but oh goodness. But I mean, totally worth it because I just like to. Hi, Sandy. Hey there, sweet friend. What do I use? The ink I like using is sepia. It's a Ranger archival ink, and this is my absolute favorite. Though I do use a lot of different of like the Tim Holtz Ranger inks, like these smaller ones here. Little distress inks and the archival inks in different colors. I love using those, but the sepia is definitely my absolute favorite. All right, moving right along here. All right, so that's the one that I already glued that down. And then we got, how are you doing, Sandy? Definitely want to add some to like all the pages that are just not really, that if they look brand new, even if they're vintage, I just like to age it up some. Even though my arm is definitely getting a workout, so I think I'm gonna have to like give that a break a little. Let's see how I could do with this one. So signature pages, the centers of a signature, I don't really usually do much of anything on there. Sometimes I might put like just a little something, but for the most part, I don't really do too much. But I will glue this down though. Let's get the distressor. It says sometimes you need to find a new path. And then it's somebody or little ones riding a bike. And then she's over with like her little suitcases that are luggage, and she's standing there. Really cute. So I'm just gonna glue this down. Just glue it completely down. Oh my, there you go, getting crazy again. That's why I love this glue, because you can just roll it right off. All right. Though I do need to put the cap on it because it's it keeps seeping out all over. Where is... So if you didn't watch me on Facebook last night, I was on it, I came on at 10. But when I was on there, I was actually, I showed how to make faux vellum paper. So if you want to check it out, that would be awesome. I think you guys would enjoy it if you happen to miss it. Oh my gosh, this stuff just wants to just be all like gooing out of here. As soon as you open it, it's just, it reminds me, it must be a bubble or something. Reminds me when I'm using the E6000, how like you gotta hurry up and put the lid on super quick. All right, so just a little photos there, a little sentiment, I think is enough. This I didn't glue in here. I just sat it in. But I kind of think, I'll just leave it. It's fine. Got an old vintage thing. I can't even think. Hymnal. Yeah, I still have quite a few that I have to ink up, and I really just am in no mood to do that at all right now. This I did on the live to show you guys yesterday, and it's I mean, it's just amazing how it turns out. This is another vellum, the faux vellum, and then I showed like a bunch of other little things that I made as well. Yeah, I definitely will be just gluing things in here for sure on different pages and then inking around it. But right now, I think I'm going to get ready to get off here because I'm not feeling like 100%. And I think it's just because I'm just super duper exhausted. So I feel like I need to get some rest. But I probably will be on Facebook tomorrow. I'm going to certainly try to. But I should be able to. So it'd be like around between like 9:30-ish. But so far, I am definitely loving how this is turning out. I didn't really get to do like the ephemera stuff that I wanted to. But, you know, once I actually have some more proper rest, I'll be able to do more of the things. But for now, I am going to get a little rest, watch my show, and chill. How do you decide the designs of themes of your books? Oh, I just really whatever kind of theme I'm in the mood for, then I do. Either if it's working with like a design team, then usually like they'll either give you something to work with or you can pick out of like their different designs. So I would either do that or just whatever I'm kind of in the mood for to work with. Maybe it might be something that I happen to buy on Etsy, and then I'll kind of go with like the book cover and the colors kind of going with matching the set of papers. Or I'll do the book cover first and then find some papers that match it. So it just depends really. But I pick the theme for whatever kind of papers that, you know, I see or that I want to use at the time. But it's lots of different themes for sure. I absolutely love doing like Paris, anything like shabby chic kind of thing. So just lots of stuff. Yeah, I put like totally random things up in here. For sure. I can just shove them in pockets, I guess. We'll just put some in. I mean, whether I keep it in there, who knows? Because I have a lot of different like ephemera things I want to use for this book, so I don't know. But I do appreciate you guys all here hanging out. I really just I feel bad that I couldn't do more, but we always have tomorrow, and I definitely will be on Facebook on Friday for the events, the Friday favorites. So you guys have an amazing night, and I will see you guys. Enjoy watch. Oh, thank you. That is very sweet. I truly appreciate that, and I love hanging out with you. So thank you so much. You guys have an amazing, blessed night, and I will see you tomorrow, friends. Good night, everyone.